Fujitsu agrees that it is morally culpable. Don't know exactly what that means. How does that translate to dollars? I guess that remains to be seen.
Yeah, we'll see.
Morally culpable in 700 plus wrongful convictions. Paul Patterson, European head of Fujitsu, has publicly acknowledged that the company has a moral obligation to help financially compensate hundreds of UK postal workers who were wrongfully charged and convicted of theft and fraud. Between 1999 and 2015, Fujitsu supported the post office in the prosecution of hundreds of innocent sub-postmasters based on discrepancies found in Fujitsu's Horizon accounting software. I didn't even know Fujitsu made accounting software.
They're one of those companies that just make all the things.
The company now admits that they knew the software was flawed, even at the time, and they took part in an appalling miscarriage of justice. However, Patterson says that Fujitsu will wait for a judge to determine the company's share of the settlement. Okay. You know, would I be trying to come up with something, hoping that if it was like in good faith, decent, that maybe I would get better, like maybe I'd be looked at more favorably in a situation like this? Or would I just be like, but I'm going to let you... I'm going to wait and see. Like, what would be the play? What would be your play? I mean, obviously, we're not lawyers. We don't know the right way to do this, but we can kind of... We're talking moral... We're talking
something,
moral culpability right now.
I think you'd have to try to do something.
I think I'd want to try to do something.
Yeah.
Even if it's small. Even if it's just like, hey, how about I don't know, groceries stipend from now until this is all resolved, and with the understanding that it'll come out of the total payout or something. Like just make their lives a little easier for a bit or something. Like, I don't know.
I have no idea exactly, but I'll try to do something.
Luke, I'm spitballing. Obviously not like, a Tim Hortons gift card, but something meaningful that makes their lives a little better for a bit instead of way worse for a long period of time.
Well, you cost 700 plus people their jobs. So
well,
what
more
about
than that, like
wage subsidy?
Like people went to jail. This is bad.
So at least wage subsidy.
The sub-postmasters, who are self-employed contractors, started reporting errors in the Horizon software only a few weeks after it had been installed. The post office responded by denying there was any flaw in the system and forcing individual workers to pay out of pocket to make up the difference.
There's never been any bugs in Flowplane.
You're
wrong.
The post office privately investigated over 900 contractors, then used Horizon as evidence against them in criminal court, leading to imprisonment, bankruptcy, and 4 suicides. Even after a 2012 independent forensic audit found that Horizon had serious flaws that could explain these discrepancies, the post office stood by the software's reliability. In 2019, the post office lost a class action lawsuit brought by over 500 sub-postmasters, leading to a public inquiry. The BBC recently aired a dramatization of the affair, which has drawn public outcry again. In response, last week, the British Prime Minister announced legislation to exonerate the affected sub-postmasters. I'm wondering why this took so long.
Yeah.
Like, that's just criminal. I mean, there's no word for it other than criminal. Yeah, I haven't watched the BBC program on this, but people are adding additional details in the chat. Apparently it's amazing. People are adding details in the chat that are just appalling. Like this is fucked up, man.
Yeah.
This is like...
So one thing that I'm getting a little bit lost here, though. Was it the post office that said there was no bugs, or was it Fujitsu?
The post office said there was no bugs, but I don't think we know what Fujitsu's role is because we haven't watched the thing yet.
Right.
But like, yeah, I mean, is that not at the very least manslaughter? Like for the people responsible for, like, technically, I don't think you can be charged for someone else's. No, you can be charged for someone else's suicide if you bully or goad them into it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
This is going to get into legal stuff that we don't understand in a country that we're not in.
Yeah, but like, it's going to be wild.
Whoa, yeah, absolutely. Oh.
Anyway, so I am not a financial advisor, but maybe don't invest in Fujitsu. If you've been watching the whole show, that'll make sense.
Oh. Wild.
What's up?
I guess it's a small amount, but like I would have assumed this would have done something.
Huh. Lunch break. Nice.
Well, this is the one day. Like,
no, I just mean is this like the
they're
Japanese stock market or something?
Springing back over the last one day.
I mean that's a thing though. Because people buy the dip.
Right.
Yeah. Anywho,
but this is like I wonder when this news broke, because they've been going down since. What happened here? Stocks are weird. Anyways, that's horrible.
People are like, yeah, this won't matter to their stock because they're like as big as General Electric. Speaking of General Electric.
Yeah, they make like everything.